This program is brought to you by Emory University.
The community was in favor of a lot of quiet and solitude in each one's life.
And solitude, because my understanding of Gethsemani, and I thought this was the case when Merton entered, maybe it had already changed, that most of the monks would have been sleeping in one big dormitory.
Yeah.
People didn't have their own rooms, and then you'd always be eating next to the same person in the refectory. That so many things were all done together.
Yes.
That my impression from reading Merton was that there wasn't a whole lot of solitude available.
Well, yeah, in that way, that's right. You had to go, like, I would go out to the horse pasture after Lord's, I think. But yeah, everybody. This room would be filled with 3 planks, head to head, which was a bed. And around those, a 4x8 piece of plywood, that far off the floor, up to about 6'1", and then a little curtain in front.
And that was your cell.
That was your cell. You didn't go back to your cell during the day, actually without permission. If you left your handkerchief under your pillow and didn't realize it, you had to ask permission to go up and go into the dormitory. So you didn't have a broom and you didn't have a cell even during the day. There were a number of funny observations that way. But there was when you were not in the office, and you know what I mean, in the psalm singing and the praise of God together, you were alone. I mean, everything was quiet. So I would have every morning, I would have a chance to go out, and he would too. I don't know, he got into a sheep barn early. But I would go out to what they call the horse pasture. We were allowed outside. There was very confined at first. We got allowed, one of the other generals said, let them go out into the woods a bit, But there was this wall around everything, and there was only a small patch of pine trees. But when I was lucky that I think it was actually before I got to be a junior, we were able to walk out through this thing and go out, and I made myself a little seat in a little shade up against the wall to look around what they call the bottoms, the valley, as it were, and watch the sunrise and things like that. So you did have silent time. And you had to make it for yourself and take care of it, But you did have it. But on the other side, it's like there wasn't what we have today. First of all, we don't sing the whole Psalter every week. We sing half of it.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.